morning, everyone. I'm Carolyn Hawley in with you tonight. The Idaho primary election is tomorrow. The race will determine which candidates will represent their parties in the general election. Races are being held for governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, and many more. But before the polls open, it is important to know how your vote will be handled and counted. And Arcadia Stepovic did some digging into the state's latest effort to ensure safe and secure voting does happen.
Yeah, that is certainly the hope always, Carolyn. And up until this past year, Idaho was one of the only 9 states in the country that didn't have a statutory audit of some sort as a requirement. But that changed after the most recent legislative session, and now the state is implementing an audit process to keep elections safe and secure. As voters prepare to cast their ballots,
it's really important that the voter knows that their vote is important and that it's counted and it's secure.
This year won't be different for the voter, but on the back end of things,
the error really occurs in the human errors of processing and handling or counting ballots.
While Idaho has a great track record of election integrity, Chas Houck, Chief Deputy Secretary of State, says you can never be too sure.
It's not something that's reactive. It's something that we've been working towards steadily since 2017, 2018. It's been one of the Secretary's priorities since that time to get it put in place, but unfortunately it takes time.
The time has come, and starting this election season, 8 counties out of Idaho's 44 will be chosen at random to be audited.
If we see something that's out of line, it gives us the opportunity, as the statute was passed, to be able to go in and do a further audit of some other process.
If a certain county is randomly chosen, the counted ballots that are located in a safe place will then be under local law enforcement supervision. Then, after that,
we'll have a team that will go in. The team consists of a Secretary of State elections employee, as well as each of a Republican representative appointed by the party and a Democratic party representative.
And then the audit begins.
The starting point of this audit is the hand recount, complete hand recount of a subsection of the paper ballots themselves. In some cases, that will validate inevitably that the machine that counted those ballots was accurately calibrated and did a proper job of counting those ballots, or didn't. In some cases, the counties we draw may not use any kind of tabulation equipment whatsoever, so there you're actually auditing the accuracy of the humans that tallied those votes in the first place.
According to Houck, some of the results will be going back to Boise State to validate their mathematical method and provide statistical evidence. But perhaps the biggest challenge with these processes, a common story: time.
We have a very narrow window to do the work in. We have to get teams out across a state that's as large as Idaho is, and we are playing with a deck of cards that has 44 cards in it. We're going to randomly select 8 of them.
But not all good things come easy. Sharee Spragee, Power County Clerk and current president of the Clerks Association, agrees.
We're not afraid of it. We're ready for it. I like it. I think it's good. The voters need to be confident and secure.
And they hope this just does that, give us confidence and security. And I want to point out a great resource for our viewers. Just go to voteidaho.gov. It gives you tutorials you can look at, election day information, poll challengers, poll watchers, everything you need to know, everything you need to bring. So really a lot of good information in terms of security and just getting prepared for the big day. I have talked to election officials in the past. They say for a primary election, this is supposed to be pretty good voter turnout, Carol.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to look for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Election officials say this is going to be a pretty good voter turnout. So we remind you, when the polls are open, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow. The districts have been redrawn, so make sure to double check where you need to go to vote. To find your polling place or more information on candidate platforms and what's on your ballot, you can visit KTVB.com for our full voter guide. Also, excuse me, you can text VOTE to 208-321-5614, and we'll send a link to our Idaho primary election voter guide. We'll send that right to your phone.